Since the dawn of time, mankind has gazed at the sky, longing to soar like the birds above. The ability to defy gravity, to break free from the limits of the earth, has been one of humanity's greatest dreams. This vision of flight has not only fueled our imagination, but has driven us to push beyond what was once thought impossible. Legends like the myth of Icarus and Daedalus told of humans daring to fly, warning of both ambition and consequence. Centuries later, Leonardo da Vinci sketched fantastic flying machines, envisioning a future where man could conquer the skies. These stories and ideas were more than just fantasies. They laid the foundation for a journey that would shape human history. But do you know when the first real airplane was born? Who were the pioneers that turned this dream into reality? Today we will uncover the incredible story of the Wright brothers and how their groundbreaking invention forever changed the way we travel, connect, and explore the world. In the 19th century, many inventors dedicated their lives to the dream of human flight. The Montgolfier brothers proved that the skies could be conquered when they launched the first hot air balloons, lifting people into the air for the first time in history. Later, Ferdinand von Zeppelin developed massive airships capable of long-distance travel. But while these floating giants demonstrated that flight was possible, they lacked control and precision. The real challenge was to build a machine that could be steered and sustained in the air, a true airplane. One of the most important pioneers of this quest was Otto Lilienthal. He was fascinated by the mechanics of bird flight and designed some of the first successful gliders. Through trial and error, he tested his creations, carefully studying aerodynamics and wing structures. But there was a major problem. Gliders had no engines, meaning flights were brief and unpredictable. Many of his attempts ended in failure, and tragically, one of them cost him his life. But the true breakthrough came at the dawn of the 20th century, thanks to two brothers from Dayton, Ohio, Wilbur and Orville Wright. Their determination, innovation, and engineering skills would change the course of history forever. Wilbur and Orville Wright were not scientists, nor did they have formal training in aerodynamics. They were bicycle mechanics with a deep curiosity and an unshakable passion for flight. Unlike many before them, they believed that controlled, sustained flight was not just a dream. It was a challenge that could be solved with the right approach. They spent years meticulously studying lift, stability, and propulsion, building and testing gliders on the windy dunes of Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. They carefully observed how birds adjusted their wings to maintain balance and control, leading them to develop a groundbreaking system, wing warping, which allowed a pilot to steer an aircraft in flight. With this knowledge, they designed the Flyer, a biplane powered by a lightweight gasoline engine they built themselves. It was a fragile-looking machine, made of wood and fabric, but it was unlike anything the world had ever seen. Then, on December 17th, 1903, history was made. The Flyer was placed on a wooden rail, and Orville Wright climbed into the pilot's seat. With a gust of wind and the roar of the small engine, the aircraft lifted off the ground for the first time. The flight lasted only 12 seconds, covering 36 meters, but it was enough. Humanity had taken its first powered flight. This short moment marked the beginning of a new era, one that would transform the way people travel, connect, and explore the world. After the success of their first flight, the Wright brothers knew their work was far from over. They continued to refine their aircraft, making improvements to flight control, engine power, and overall stability. What had started as a fragile machine, capable of only a few seconds in the air, soon evolved into a reliable, functional airplane. By 1905, the new Flyer 3 was able to stay in the air for more than 30 minutes, proving that sustained, controlled flight was no longer just an experiment. It was a reality. Their success inspired engineers and inventors around the world to join the race for the skies, pushing the limits of aviation even further. Then came World War I, and airplanes found a new, urgent purpose. At first, they were used for reconnaissance, giving armies a bird's eye view of enemy positions. But soon, military engineers adapted them for combat, leading to the birth of fighter planes and aerial dogfights. Aviation had quickly become a powerful force that would shape the future of warfare. As the war ended, the world began to see a new potential for flight, not just as a tool of battle, but as a means of connecting people. In the 1920s and 1930s, the first commercial airlines were born. Pioneering companies like Lufthansa, KLM, and Pan American Airways began offering passenger flights, making long-distance travel faster and more accessible. What was once a dream reserved for visionaries and inventors had now become part of everyday life. The sky was no longer the limit. It was just the beginning. Today, more than a century after the Wright brothers' first flight, the sky is filled with airplanes carrying millions of people across the globe every single day. What once seemed like an impossible dream has become an essential part of modern life, connecting cultures, economies, and families like never before. From small private jets to massive commercial airliners, from supersonic military aircraft to unmanned drones, aviation has transformed the way we move, work, and explore. Air travel has made the world feel smaller, turning distant lands into reachable destinations within hours. And yet, the journey of flight is far from over. With advancements in technology, we are now exploring electric and autonomous aircraft, pushing the boundaries of hypersonic travel and even setting our sights beyond Earth's atmosphere. The Wright brothers paved the way for a new era, one that continues to evolve. And who knows what other wonders the future holds for us? Perhaps one day, we won't just fly across the sky, but across the stars.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories about the history of everyday inventions.